I truly believe that it's one phone call away from solving this homicide. I still am convinced that there is someone or some people that know or strongly suspect who is responsible, and those people need to call us.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. It has been more than 200 days since 24-year-old Wauwatosa native John Schmutzer was killed at Devil's Lake State Park. But Adam Duxter explains why police aren't giving up in an exclusive look inside the investigation.
Police say this was near the area of Devil's Lake State Park where John Schmutzer was hiking by himself, possibly even stopping to take a drink of water this past October when he was ambushed and stabbed to death. And since then, police have reviewed hundreds of tips, done dozens of interviews with people who were at the park that day. All in all, spent thousands of hours trying to find the person responsible. Tonight, they say with a little help from the community, they're hopeful they're closer than ever to doing just that. Almost every piece of information uncovered.
John was the victim of circumstance. We believe that this was a wrong place, wrong time for John.
Lead investigators to the same thought. John Schmutzer's murder was entirely random.
John Schmutzer doesn't meet any of the criteria where he would have been targeted as a victim of a homicide. There's nothing in his background that would indicate that somebody would be after him.
That makes finding the person who did kill the 24-year-old UW grad in broad daylight on a Wednesday this past October like finding a needle in a haystack or a pine cone in a forest.
This is a difficult investigation.
Difficult, but one Lieutenant Chris Zunker doesn't plan on giving up on.
But we're willing to look for that needle in the haystack, and we're determined to find that needle in a haystack. So this location marked by the green arrow is where the homicide occurred on Grotto's Trail.
The investigator with 30 years of experience tells us Sauk County got possibly their most substantial lead yet.
The person of interest that we have right now is who we are terming the runner. We have at least 15 witnesses that saw this person. Dark clothing, mask, potential hoodie or hat, ripped out black pants of some sort, running in a manner that appeared to be scared or uneasy, falling down multiple times, not really dressed as somebody who's going out for a run. This is the person who we need to talk to.
And Zunker says he's confident someone knows who that runner is, or at least suspects they do. And as the days turn to weeks and weeks turn to months, Zunker himself says his team is committed to making sense of this seemingly random killing.
We want nothing more than to solve this for John and his family. John didn't deserve this. His family didn't deserve this. He's got a mother, a father, and a sister, and friends and co-workers, people that he touched their lives, and they need closure.
Tonight, police say there really is no tip that is too small and are asking that if you know anything about anything, to please call them, because they say even a small piece of information could be what leads to finding John Schmutzer's killer. At Devil's Lake State Park, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Anyone with information is encouraged to call 1-888-TIP-SAUK or visit our website, channel3000.com, for a link to the Sauk County Sheriff's Department. Turning to weather now. For off and on rain today for most of southern Wisconsin. The heat, though, is on the way. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has our certified most accurate forecast. Dana.
It is about to get a little warmer outside, still staying humid and still holding on to the chance for some showers and isolated thunderstorms. As we look at our Doppler track right now, we do have the chance tonight to see a few more showers built into the area. In the last few hours, we've had a few isolated spots for parts of mainly Iowa and Lafayette and Greene County. Much of the thunderstorm activity still well off to the west. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear a few rumbles of thunder, but overall, I think most of the area just looking at shower chances. Right now it's 70 degrees in Madison. 2 points are in the mid 60s though. So as temperatures tonight drop to the mid to low 60s, we will have some areas of fog to start off the day tomorrow. 70 in Janesville as well as Platteville right now. Compared to this time yesterday, it's just a little bit warmer outside thanks in part to that breeze coming in from the south. We're expecting our wind speeds to pick up a little more tomorrow and those temperatures to hop up just a little more. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy and breezy outside. Wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour and temperatures temperatures will be landing close to 80 degrees. And once we see 80 tomorrow, that's where we're really going to stay through the weekend. But we will take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. That's a little more like baseball weather, and the Mallards will get their chance to play in front of a full crowd this summer. Public Health Madison and Dane County say the team will be playing in front of a limited crowd until the start of next month. And that's when, after that, full capacity will begin starting June 2nd. Fans will not be required to wear masks while seated, but mask wearing will be enforced in the common areas of the stadium. Whether you've been infected or not, coronavirus can leave its mark. Reports of depression and anxiety went up sixfold during the pandemic, according to Boston College researchers. Here at home, UW-Madison researchers are paving the way for cutting-edge treatments that have the potential to change the field. Madeline O'Neill reports.
Pandemic has really caused the burden of negative mental health outcomes to skyrocket.
Understanding and learning to block mental health disorders is an age-old game.
I would like to be part of the solution.
UW-Madison Assistant Professor of Pharmacy Cody Winther and his lab are working toward that end game, studying compounds and their impacts on our brains.
Watching, people I love go through this and really understanding it from more of a human perspective really has made me just much more dedicated.
We do have current therapies that are effective for things like depression and PTSD, but unfortunately they only help about half of people.
So they're moving beyond the usual, studying treatments that are 1 or 2 doses, can last for months, and may be more effective than traditional antidepressants.
Safety first.
Winther is the director of UW-Madison's new psychoactive pharmaceutical investigation program. The one-of-a-kind program puts the pieces in place for scientists to learn how to deliver psychoactive substances, such as psychedelics and cannabis compounds, along with psychotherapy, in rooms like this, where psilocybin studies take place at UW-Madison.
We hypothesize that it is the ability for psilocybin really to change the way the brain talks to itself.
So these psychedelics actually can go into the brain, loosen up some of these connections and forge new connections.
For example, studies have shown psychedelics helping with alcohol dependence, MDMA with PTSD.
We were seeing results that, for lack of a better word, were kind of incredible.
Of course, there are still barriers, like the legality of drugs and the stigma.
I think it's fair to be skeptical. As scientists, it's our job to be skeptical.
But while following the science, Winther says this could be a game changer.
And recognize that the burden of mental health issues in this country is growing, and that we should be looking for things to help improve the lives of all our fellow citizens.
In Madison, Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
The master's program can be taken online and has already received a lot of interest. The application deadline for fall enrollment is July 31st. New tonight, the U.S. House of Representatives has approved legislation to create a bipartisan commission to investigate the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. But in the Senate, there has been growing opposition from Republicans. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he will still bring it to the floor for a vote. The FBI today released a pair of new videos from the siege at the Capitol in hopes of identifying 2 suspects. One of them is seen trying to tear off an officer's gas mask and then hitting officers with a baton. The other suspect is shown punching officers while wearing gloves with metal knuckles. So far, more than 425 people have been arrested since the attack. New at 10, Milwaukee's ousted former police chief could once again become the city's top cop under a judge's ruling today. The judge says former Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales must be reinstated to his former position in the next 45 days unless Morales' attorneys and the city can reach a settlement. Morales sued the city after he was demoted to police captain in August, saying his due processes were denied. Florida law enforcement has made an arrest connected to that dramatic attempted kidnapping that was caught on camera that we showed you yesterday. And a Escambia County judge gave 30-year-old Jared Stanga from Pensacola a $1.5 million bond. The shocking video has been played thousands of times now across the country. Prosecutors say the video has proof Stanga tried to kidnap an 11-year-old girl. Authorities say he would have had she not fought back. Israel continues to pound targets in the Gaza Strip with airstrikes today as Palestinian militants bombarded Israel with rocket fire. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to press ahead with the offensive, pushing back against calls from the United States to wind down the operation. His tough stance marked the first public rift between the two close allies since the fighting began last week. The U.S. Coast Guard offloaded about 11,500 pounds of seized cocaine in San Diego today. It's worth an estimated $220 million. The drugs were confiscated in international waters off the coasts of Mexico, Central and South America during the months of April and May. A dozen people have now been detained in connection with the operation and are awaiting federal charges. Well, check this out. China releasing the first images taken by its Mars rover, Zhurong. A black and white image taken by the rover's obstacle avoidance camera shows a deployed ramp in the planet's surface where the ship landed last weekend. The color image taken by a navigation camera of the rear of the rover showing its solar panel and antenna. Still ahead tonight, a surge in hate crimes and dozens of cases missing from official statistics. Our Naomi Coles investigates why there are so many missteps in getting hate crimes reported.
The biggest sale of the season starts now. It's the Memorial Day sale at Ashley Home Store. Shop in-stock doorbusters up to 60% off while they last. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our furniture sale prices. And no interest financing for 5 years. Ashley Home Store.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill butter burger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time? Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you. Welcome to Delicious.
Hi, I'm Crystal the Pistol. Goldwyn Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with new body-style GMC Terrain starting at $22,995 or $350 per month. That's right, Goldwyn Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with great deals on 2018 GMC Terrains. So hurry in today to get your great deal and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Goldwyn. Go to Goldwyn Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldwyn, GoldwynCars.com.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way. The best Memorial Day mattress deals start now at Ashley Home Store. Shop top brand doorbuster beds like these up to 60% off while they last. And get the best deal in the country on Tempur-Pedic, plus 6 years interest-free. And free delivery guaranteed within 5 days on in-stock beds. Ashley Home Store.
Thursday on News 3 Now this morning, Chris Reese is going to update those storm chances.
And a local company in the 608 is making luxury dog treats with a purpose. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 Thursday morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
How police respond to and understand hate often determines whether or not it moves forward in the criminal justice system. In part 2 of our State of Hate investigative series, Naomi Coles digs into how police see hate and why investigating it takes so much more than a non-biased crime.
I just think that, when people think of hate crimes, it's probably different than simple graffiti.
In phone calls and sit-downs,
we generally pride ourselves in doing a pretty good job of catching.
We found police leaders across Wisconsin have a spectrum of perspectives in how they understand, investigate, and prioritize hate crimes. Janesville reported several incidents over the last few years.
Officers are aware that that's part of their duty,
including a 10-minute-long bullying attack against a special needs student in a school bus and an anti-black assault where they found the suspects but not the victim.
But it wasn't reported as a hate crime. We never found the victim.
The police chief said they've been low-level crimes.
And I don't want to diminish those concerns, but there are many incidents that really no harm comes to anyone but still qualifies as a hate crime.
Issues plague law enforcement investigations and reporting. For example, not all police leaders understand that a suspected hate incident doesn't need to be prosecuted with a hate penalty to be reported to the DOJ. The Evansville police chief, a member of the LGBTQ community, said a burned pride sign didn't get prosecuted as hate.
We just didn't have enough to show that we could charge him with a hate crime.
So they didn't report it.
It was a shocker for a lot of people here, so they really were pushing us to try to do something with the hate crime. But the attorney just like, there's just not enough here to do that with.
As we reviewed reports, we saw one issue pop up over and over last year during the months of protests. Officers reporting BLM or anti-police graffiti as hate. A reminder, Black Lives Matter is not a hate group, nor do hate crime laws protect people based on their jobs. But when anti-police graffiti was left in a Lodi park, the police chief first marked it as hate-based.
But I mean, it is a bias. I don't know if law enforcement falls under a protected group. This clearly seems to be based in hate over racial things.
In Barron, the police chief spent days trying to track down teens who spray-painted BLM and No Justice, No Peace in a public park. It was first tagged as hate. So were reports in other jurisdictions for stolen Back the Blue signs, or in one case, a stolen Confederate flag. Some said they corrected the errors with the state database after we asked for the reports, including Lodi's Park, for instance. It's still tagged as a hate crime with the DOJ, but at times the confusion about why it's wrong remains.
Is it a hate crime or not? I guess I really don't know, but does it have a background and that's what's driving it? I think it does.
The district attorneys of each county are really the ultimate voice on what exactly is hate crime enhancer and what is not. So we would encourage officers to gather all the information, whether they think it is or not.
It comes down to training.
It's not a hate crime.
John Vaudry was the U.S. federal prosecutor for the Western District of Wisconsin under the Obama administration, with hate crimes a focus during his tenure.
There shouldn't be any misunderstanding. We could all tick it off right now. Race, color, religion, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, disability. It doesn't say if you say defund the police.
Hate investigations take more time than average and require a higher standard of proof.
That enhancer is difficult because you have to prove someone's intention. And we can't get inside someone's head to see what they really intended.
Ted Olson at the Madison Police Department has investigated hate for years. She explained it's more complicated than basic criminal investigations.
I have been disappointed at times when I did believe that it was, racially motivated or something along those lines, and I couldn't prove it.
The legal mechanism is similar to a domestic violence enhancer.
They really have to understand the motivation behind the crime, and they have to collect evidence to show that there was motivation, that they were targeting that person specifically because of them being in a protected class.
Ultimately, it's a crime extending beyond the normal scope and one that needs police leadership to emphasize its importance.
They are used to investigating what happened, who did it. These are why crimes. It is a more complex investigation. It requires them to figure out why this person did something, what they were thinking.
How police understand hate influences what they report. That ultimately impacts what the public is told about hate in their area and the data we use to understand it both state and nationwide. Case after case missing from official counts. That's the next story tomorrow at 6 o'clock in this State of Hate investigation.
Naomi Cole's reporting. Naomi, thank you. Rain has given way to some humidity out there. Dana Fulton has your certified most accurate forecast. Dana.
Right now we do have some scattered showers moving through the area. Just some light rain in spots as those thunderstorms are still well off to the west. A little closer look right now. I wouldn't be surprised if some parts of Lafayette and Greene and Grant counties all feel just a few raindrops coming down. Otherwise, just mostly cloudy skies expected overnight with that chance for showers tonight, Thursday, and again on Friday. So we still continue to see these scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms pop through. The 80-degree temperatures will return for tomorrow, so we hop up a little bit. It's going to be warmer outside tomorrow, just a little more muggy also. That carries us into the start of next week, and by next week, we'll still have the chance for some showers and possibly a few rumbles of thunder. Temperatures overnight will only drop to the low 60s, so fog likely for early tomorrow morning. And the afternoon, we're mostly cloudy with the chance for some showers and isolated thunderstorms building in, especially later in the day when high temperatures creep up close to 80 degrees, if not into the low 80s for us on Thursday. Overnight, Thursday and Friday, we're still cloudy outside with the chance for some showers to build in. And for Friday, we still hold on to that chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms. High temperatures on Friday will be in the low 80s. So we really move into this warm stretch for the rest of the work week. Overall precipitation totals, though, really trending down for us as we look overnight, all day Thursday and all day Friday. This is later Friday afternoon, and it seems like maybe some isolated areas pick up 1/4 of an inch over the next 48 hours, but we're probably not going to pick up a lot of rain with these chances sliding through. Much of the heavier showers trend well off to the west in parts of Iowa and Minnesota. And we could certainly use the rain right now. The good news in that 6 to 10 day and our 8 to 14 day outlook, we're trending above average with our rain chances. It seems likely we're going to have a few more opportunities to pick up just some light showers. And we're still under a moderate drought status right now. So any little rain that we can get, good news for the ground. Although we aren't seeing any steady shower, long-term shower trends popping up. But the number of our shower chances over the next 10 days, since that's a little higher, we see a few more opportunities for showers. Every little bit will start to add up by the end of the forecast. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with highs close to 80 degrees. It'll be warm outside. It'll also be a little breezy for us. Wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts could get closer to 30 miles per hour at times. We'll have a few isolated showers and isolated thunderstorms passing through. That chance for showers continues into Friday. High temperatures in the low 80s on Friday, so it's still warm and humid. We're warm and humid for Saturday and Sunday. It looks like Saturday will be our dry day with partly sunny skies and the chance for some showers and isolated thunderstorms returning for us on Sunday. We'll still have the chance for showers and thunderstorms on Monday and Tuesday. That lingers into the start of the work week with high temperatures for the start of the work week in the 80s, and we are expecting after that rain chance, we'll be back to the 70s for the end of next week.
All right, Dana, thank you. Just ahead in sports, there's the same old story for the Brewers. How Milwaukee's bullpen blew yet another lead. Zach's in next. He's got sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message.
Step 1, build a workhorse that works harder. Give it a letter. Then do it all again. Rethink, redefine, rebuild. Gear it for adventure. Make it sleeker, lighter. Make it tough, the toughest ever. And then make it a hybrid, because the only ones who can outwork the workhorse are the ones that build it. See your Ford dealer to build and pre-order your F-150 or Ranger today and get an additional $500 bonus certificate on top of all offers.
Summer. Is the house ready? At the top of my list of projects is a ceiling fan. My plan is to stay cool with the windows open. I'm here at Madison Lighting to choose a fan with one of their experts. I've got my room dimensions here and some pictures of my family room. I'm thinking vintage looking. They'll help me choose a fan that's big enough to cool the room with the right motor to handle it all. And all fans are on sale till May 22nd. Madison Lighting on Watts Road. Better get in here.
They say you should wait 30 minutes to swim after you eat. Nobody said anything about slurping Arby's $1 floats. Seems like a great opportunity to slurp and splash. Arby's, we have the meat.
Enhance your home's curb appeal with new stain or paint from Menards. Cabot Premium Wood Care products deliver unbelievable quality and satisfaction guaranteed. Get 11% off Cabot exterior stains and finishes. Complete your updates with a fresh coat of paint. Pittsburgh Paramount Exterior Paint offers the most advanced protection in one coat. Right now, all Pittsburgh paints are 11% off. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
At Pick and Save, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales for prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You know this guy?
Honey. With the most standard safety features in its class.
Nice stop, Mom.
Thanks. The fiercely reimagined Nissan Rogue. Get a low $219 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
I'm back. You can't return to a regular program yet, not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Camp Randall Stadium will have a new look coming soon. The South End Zone renovation project is expected to be ready to show off for the 2022 season. The pre-construction work is already underway, and it should be noted that seating won't be affected for this upcoming season. The final product will look like what you're seeing right now, with loge boxes and club seats that will have access to indoor hospitality and outdoor terrace clubs. And really, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Whitewater football released their schedule for the upcoming season, and the D3 powerhouse will kick off the 2021 slate against Carthage on September 4th. Conference play begins October 2nd against Stout, and then it's a tough 2-week stretch with games against Platteville and Oshkosh. The Warhawks will close out the year on the road at Stevens Point. UW has finished first in the WIAC 5 of the last 7 years. It's official. Tip time is set for Game 1 between the Bucks and the Heat. The Deer will open up the playoffs at 1 o'clock on Saturday against the team who ended their season in the bubble. And it's safe to say Milwaukee hasn't forgotten about that disappointing 4-1 series loss down in Florida. So with these extra couple of days to get ready for the first round, the Bucks have been locked in on a team that's kind of been a thorn in their side.
They're a tough team. They play hard, very disciplined. Yeah, let's lock into what they like to do. I feel like talent-wise, we have a bit more of that, but there's things that we have to do to be able to match their energy, things that we can utilize.
Brewers looking to split their series with the Royals, but more importantly, wake up their bats. Jackie Bradley Jr. can help with that. Crew down 2-1 in the 4th, and JBJ goes yard to tie the game up at 2. Now, they actually led 3-2, and then Corbin Burns was pulled, and you know what's happening. The same old song and dance. The bullpen gave up 2 runs in the 7th, 2 more in the 8th. Brewers lose 6-4. And how cool is this? Former Badger and Team USA captain Megan Duggan is headed to the NHL for her newest role on the ice. Duggan was been named the New Jersey Devils Manager of Player Development. Now at Wisconsin, she won the Patty Kazmaier Award and left Madison as UW's all-time leading scorer, and then she went on to win 11 medals in international play with Team USA. We're back after this.
Wild Easttown Honda, lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V with sunroof for $309. That's $309 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Right now, get $500 off stressless signature base recliners or recliners with classic power, and $200 off new motorized stressless Max and Mike recliners, the latest great innovation from Stressless. Plus, get $200 off each stressless Mary and Emily sofa seat. Celebrate 50 years of stressless comfort and save at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
3 days only. Shop the pre-Memorial Day sale at Grand Appliance for the area's lowest prices on hundreds of in-stock appliances. Plus up to $700 in additional savings on top brands. Get great deals like this LG 4-piece package with French door refrigerator and air fryer convection range for just $26.81 after rebate savings. Visit your local Grand showroom or grandappliance.com to save today. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts since 1930.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
sick. So sick that your heart hurts.
And your mind races.
When you think that you might have cancer, and then they tell you,
You have cancer.
And you just want somebody to say,
it's going to be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
No one sells more. Wild Automotive sells more SUVs and all-wheel drives combined than any other dealer. Wild is the #1 volume SUV and all-wheel drive retailer in Southeast Wisconsin. The more we sell, the more you save. WildAuto.com.
First Warn Weather, certified most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, the iconic Queen Mary's ship is in need of some king-size repairs. According to the Long Beach Post, if those repairs aren't made the next couple of years, it is vulnerable to flooding or even capsizing. The Queen Mary is owned by the city of Long Beach, currently a floating museum and hotel. Last month, a marine engineering firm inspected the ship and says she needs about $23 million worth of work, and that is on top of the $23 million the city of Long Beach gave to the ship's former operator for repairs, most of which were never done. Well, let's go to Dana. One final check of our forecast.
We have the chance for showers, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms tomorrow and for Friday. We're back to the 80s for tomorrow afternoon, so it's going to feel warmer outside and still quite muggy for us. We'll stay warm and mild and muggy for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday is likely our dry day with partly sunny skies. We still have the chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms late Sunday and for Monday and Tuesday. Now, once we get through this system, cold front clears through, and we'll see a little bit of a drop in our temperatures. Not too much, though. Highs in the mid to low 70s, a little closer to average as we look ahead to the end of next week and the following weekend.
All right, Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10. We hope you have a great Wednesday night.